we'll look at how we graph an ellipse that's centered at the origin. So let's graph each one of these two that are in example 1 from lesson 10.2. So we've started out with 48x squared plus 9y squared equals 36. I wrote it down here. We're going to need to get it equal to 1. That means we need to divide everything by 36. I'll divide each part of my equation by 36. I'm keeping it balanced that way. This will give me x squared over 9 plus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. So now we can see that the larger number is underneath the x squared. That means that a squared is equal to 9, and b squared is under the y, so that's a 4. And so c squared is going to be a squared minus b squared, and so that's going to equal 9 minus 4, c squared is going to equal 5. So that makes c equal to the square root of 5. So since our larger number is under the a, that's our major axis, we'll go out to 0 plus or minus 3 and put points there. And then the minor axis has endpoints at 0. Sorry, that was plus or minus 3 comma 0. So here's minus 3 comma 0, here's plus 3 comma 0. This one's going to have endpoints on the y-axis, and so they're going to be at 0 positive 2 and 0 negative 2. And so our ellipse looks like this. And we would want to label those. Our foci are going to be over here at square root of 5, which is just somewhere between between 2 and 3. So this is going to be at square root of 5, 0. This is my foci. And this is going to be at negative square root of 5, 0. I have these points right there. I have my vertex over here at negative 3, 0. I've got another vertex over here at 3, 0. I've got one of my minor endpoints at 0, 2. And the other one down here at 0, negative 2. So we've marked those key 6 points on there. Our center was at 0, 0. Now we've got 7 points. So we've labeled everything. Let's look at this one. This one starts out 4x squared equals 64 minus y squared. We need to get that y squared over to the other side, which is going to give us 4x squared plus y squared equals 64. We're supposed to have equals 1. We'll need to divide everything by 64. When we do that, we're going to end up with x squared over 16 plus y squared over 64 is equal to 1. Now the larger number is under y, so that means our major axis is going to be on the y-axis. And so we're going to go up by the square root of 64, which is 8. So we'll go up here to 0, 8, and make a point there. And we'll go down 8 from our vertex, from our center, sorry, making our other vertex at 0, negative 8. And then in the x direction, we'll go to 4, 0, and then back to negative 4, 0 for the two minor endpoints. Now we can do our best to make this look elliptical in shape. Ellipses are easier than circles, I'll say, to draw. Okay, so now we need to figure out where our foci are. And so we're going to take the larger number minus the smaller number. So c squared is going to equal 64 minus 16. That means I'm going to get 48, so I'm going to be just under 7, right? If we simplify that, and we should, it's 4 square root of 3, because it's 16 times 3, right? And so just under 7, because square root of 49 would be 7, right? So just short of being at negative 7, just short of being at positive 7 over here. And so this point is at 0, 4 square root of 3. Oops, I put a comma when I meant to do a square root. 4 square root of 3. And then this one over here is at 0, negative 4 square root of 3. And again, centered at 0, 0. So we have labeled 4 points on the ellipse, the two foci, so that we would know where they were, and the center as well.